Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Tuesday the 16th of November 2021. Second day of the working week if you're a Monday to Friday kind of person. A medium level Sudoku puzzle. I can tell you though, normally if this runs true to the Guardian's regular patterns, it will be an easy game. Just to depress you, just when we haven't had enough of uh, the horrible pandemic of COVID-19, bird flu is back. Yay! Well, won't we missing bird flu? We haven't heard from that one for a little while. There have been 21 infections in China this year, and recently in South Korea, a farm of 770,000 chickens had an outbreak and all had to be destroyed. There have been outbreaks in Japan and Norway, so we've got something else to look forward to apart from our COVID life. We're back to bird flu life again. Won't that be fun? Okay, let's get on with our game. If you're new to Sudoku, I should just very quickly explain the rules. Rules are you can put numbers 1 to 9 in each of the squares, sometimes called cells, in rows across, each of the squares in the cells down, and each of the squares in these blocks here, which you see outlined in black. What does it mean? It means 1, which is in this row, cannot appear again in this row, so none of these squares can be 1. So these 3 in particular that we like to focus on cannot be 1. Same for this. In this row, this 1 blocks all other ones from being possible here. So if 1 can't appear in these 3 and cannot appear in these 2 squares, and we need a 1 for this block, right? Because every block, row, and column must have 1 to 9. Well, we know for sure that 1 has to fit, digit 1 has to fit in that square there. It can't go anywhere else. And the point about it not being able to go anywhere else is because the puzzle is a unique thing and only has 1 solution. This 3 cannot reappear in this column down here, right? Nowhere else can be a 3. This 3 blocks down here, so this square can't be a 3 either. And then there's a 3 across here, so a kind of blocking pattern down, down, and across will give us a 3 to place there. 7 blocking up here, 7 blocking down here. There's just a middle square here where we can put our 7. Strange looking 7 today, but never mind. Right, okay, so that should be enough for you to get the idea now, I think. You should have understood the concept of Sudoku if you are new to it. 2 blocks across here, 2 blocks across here, 2 blocks down here. I just say 2 blocking down here and 2 across there. It's good enough actually to give me a 2 there. If you are new to the channel, I should mention I don't play these games at all in advance. I have no idea what to expect. I just simply turn on the camera and start recording. Right, 9 across here, 9 across here, and 9 blocking down here will give me a 9 in that square there. And this 9 blocking up here, 9 blocking down here, and 9 across here will give me a 9 to place in that square there. I hope you're with it. Right, now this block here does not yet have a 9. We see a 9 blocking here and blocking here. So that's our 9. And the missing numbers in this block are 1 and 3. In other words, those are the 2 numbers that are left to complete this block here. So we know that in the 2 empty squares, 1 and 3 will be placed. We don't know what they are though just yet, but that's what's coming later. Right. 9 blocking up here, 9 blocking up here, and 9 blocking across here will give me a 9 here. And now you will notice that we have a 9 here, 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 there, and everywhere except for this block. Now, if you are new to Sudoku, here's a useful tip for you. If you find 8 occurrences of a digit in all of the other 8 blocks and you are 1 block left to fill in that particular digit, you can always get it. It's guaranteed. You always have enough cross intersecting numbers to get it. So 9 blocking across here, 9 across here, and 9 up here. We know that 9 has to go there. So that's an interesting tip for you if you are new to the game. If you're a regular, you already know that, of course. Another thing that you sometimes find useful is looking along and see what's possible. So 7 blocks across here and 7 blocks across here. So 7 is in one of these two squares, don't know which one yet, but 6 blocks across here and 6 blocks across here. So 6 is also in one of these two squares. Now this is an important thing to understand. If you can hear that noise in the background, that's my cat in pain trying to pass a stool, poor thing. Anyway, 6 and 7 have to be in these two squares here. Nothing else can be there, so we know that 6 and 7 is there. That also means that we can get these two numbers knowing that this is 6 and 7. So do we have a 1 in this row? No, we don't. So 1 has to appear in one of these two squares. Now we can already see that the 1 is blocking this square here, so we know that 1 must appear here because this is only 6 or 7, can't be anything else. Now let's continue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have a 5? No, we don't. We know this is only 6 or 7 in here, so we know that 5 must be in this square here. Okay. So this is a useful kind of technique that you can learn. Now, the 1 blocks up here, 1 blocks down here, 1 blocks across here. Actually, there's already another 1 that we can get there, and that means this can't be 1. So 1 is here. And if you remember, I said 1 and 3 were the missing numbers there. If you don't remember, well, it doesn't matter because now you can see it. The 3 blocks across here like this, the 3 blocks up here like this, and so 3 has to go there like that. The 2 missing numbers here are 4 and 8. Now here's another interesting Sudoku thing you can learn. The 2 missing numbers here are 4 and 8. That's what's necessary for this block. Can we say which is which? No, we can't, right? But let's look at this cell here. And you see, hey, look, there's only one other empty square in this row. So if this is 4 or 8, this also has to be either 4 or 8, right? If 4 or 8 are the two here, this and this in the same row also has to be 4 or 8. Now, you can immediately see that this 4 says that that can't be a 4. So we know that that's got to be an 8, this has got to be a 4, and that's got to be an 8. Now missing number 4 across here, 4 up here, so that will give us a 4 in this square. There's just one number left for this row, it's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have a 5, we've got everything else, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 5 goes there. Here's another thing you can learn. 3 missing numbers here. Okay, now you'll find that they are 2, 6, and 7. Let's have a look. We've got 1. Do we have a 2? No. 3, 4, 5? Yes. 6? No. 7? No. 8, 9. So 2, 6, and 7 are the 3 remaining numbers for this column. Therefore, they must fit into these 3 empty squares, 2, 6, and 7. Now, in this square, along this row here, we have a 2 and a 7, 2 of those numbers blocking this square. So if it can't be a 2 and it can't be a 7, what must it be? Yeah, it's got to be a 6, hasn't it? That means 2 and 7 are at the ends here, but that we can't quite get those just yet. This row here does not yet have a 4. There is no 4 in this row across here, right? See, there's no 4. But we have a blocking 4 here, and we have a blocking 4 here. So if 4 can't be here, 4 can't be here. That just leaves this square here, where 4 has to be placed. There is no 8 in this row across here. We have a blocking 8 here. So the 8's got to go here. And the last number that we need is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no 5. 6, 7, 8, 9 we have, so this is our 5 there. Okay. Missing numbers down here are 1 and 6. Okay, we don't have a 1, there's no 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. No 6, 7, 8, 9, yes. So 1 and 6 are in these two numbers, and I think you can see, because this one is very close by, making it easy to spot, right, that this can't be a 1, so the 1 is there and the 6 is in that square. Oh, my neighbours are chatty this morning. Okay, so let's look at some other ideas of logic. 2 and 5 both block down here. We have a 2 and we have a 5. We don't have 2 or 5 in this block here yet. So 2 and 5 can't be in this square, can't be in this square. So what does it mean? It means 2 and 5 must be here and here. We can't place them yet, but we know 2 and 5 are here or here. So let's count through this column, because there is only one other empty square, and we can find this number for sure. 1, 2. Do we have a 3 anywhere? No, we don't. So we know that's got to be a 3, because then it'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So we know that that's got to be a 3 now. Now, 3 blocking across here, 3 blocking up here, 3 blocking up here. That has to be a 3 in that square there. We don't have a 2 in this column yet, but 2 immediately blocks this square here. So we know that 2 must be down here. And there's one number left for this column, and it's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So that's the 8 there. Now 8 blocks this from being an 8, so we know 8 is in this square here. And the last number that we need for this block is a 6. Okay, we're almost home now, I think. What did I say? 2 and 5 are here. So in these squares here have to be 3 or 4. Or you could say 4 blocking down here and 4 blocking across here if you prefer. That will give us a 4 there. And the 3 is the last number that we need for this column. Still don't know which is 2 and which is 5, but we know that's 2 or 5 there. We also still know that this is 6 or 7. We still can't place 6 or 7 yet. So sometimes you find this, you know, if you're new to the game, you'll find that sometimes we don't know stuff for quite a long time, but just towards the end we will find it. Don't panic. Right, now 1 blocks down here and 1 blocks this square here, so that has to be a 1. Four blocks across here, 4 blocks across here, so that is a 4. Eight blocks across here and 8 blocks down here, so that is an 8 there. And now 8 blocks across here, 8 blocks across here, and 8 blocks down here, so that is an 8 there to complete all the digit 8s. Do you remember what I said was missing here? 2 and 5. If you remember that, did you remember that? 2 and 5 in these two squares. Now let's take on board the principle that I mentioned previously. If this is 2 or 5, this is 2 or 5, 2 numbers, 2 squares. Now let's look at this row. Look, 2 or 5 here. What has to be here? Either 2 or 5, right? Must be, because we've only got one other empty square. Can it be 2? No, can't be 2 because of that 2 there. So we know that's a 5, that's a 2, and that's a 5. Now 5 blocks across here, giving me a 5 here, and 6 is the last number that we need there. 6 blocking up here, 6 blocking across there will give me a 6 in that square there. 5 stops this from being a 5, so 5 goes here, or you could just count through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. And the missing number that we need here is a 4. Now we just got one empty square along this row, so we should do that one next. And the missing number is 5. One missing number along here now. One. Is there a 2 anywhere? I don't believe there is. So that's got to be a 2. And now the 2 blocks up here, 2 blocks up here. So that's a 2 there. The missing number in this column is a 7. The missing number down here is a 6. And this 6 and 7 that we've been missing for a long time. 6 can't be here now. 6 is there. 7 is there. 7 stops that from being a 7. So 7 is in that square, and the last number that we need to finish the game is a 4. So as I said, pretty easy game as I expected, or quite interesting. Different techniques though. If you are a newcomer, some of those things might be new to you. I hope you enjoyed today's game. Please subscribe to the channel, click like and all that kind of stuff that people do on YouTube if you are in that kind of a mood. Thank you very much. Hope to see you again. Bye bye.